What's up guys, Ronaldo here and welcome. Now this showcase of Cerberus is going to be a bit of a different showcase than usually. Now usually it's going to be a full showcase on what the hero can do. But this is also mainly a discussion point I want to open with you guys. And why I believe Cerberus is the best hero they have released. And I think he's just my favorite hero as well. Why he's my favorite hero, what makes him so good, such a good design, and what Moonton should learn from Cerberus for future designs, because they can really have a lot to learn from Cerberus of his design, because he's just perfect. He is
perfect. Everything, down to the last minute details.
And there's multiple reasons for that. And that first reason, of course, is that, of course, his kit, that one part is his kit that makes it is so unique. It is so unique, it's so hilarious, I love it. I have him since like half a year, like pretty much when he came out to Global I got him. And at first he wasn't that crazy in terms of strength, but his kit was just amazing because he was so unique, right? A unit that kills himself to deal damage, it's ridiculous, it's funny, it's a great idea, it's a unique idea, and it works. And it's just, that's something that really makes a character great, is that uniqueness, right? He's just so unique. Like, he kills himself to deal more damage. He has reduced cost at the first deployment, gets higher cost further up. His ultimate works up even though if he died afterwards, and after dying he deals more AoE damage. Of course, he's all about AoE damage, as we all know. And that's the first thing that makes him such, in my opinion, my favorite hero, and in my opinion the best design in the game, is that he's just so unique. For example, you could say, okay, who else do we have? We have Nyx, for example. Now she's throwing a bunch of daggers, she's dealing a bunch of AoE damage as a marksman. Of course, her abilities are different from other AoE marksmen, right? But it's not gonna be that it's crazy unique. Same for Razak. Like, Razak and Maul have similar ultimates, right? It's not that unique, whereas he is just one of a kind. And that's one thing. And the other thing that is important is that it works, right? It wouldn't be a good design if it doesn't work, but it works perfectly, and the balance of it is perfect as well. And this is what I want to say. This is what makes a good character, or what makes a good hero, is that of course he has a unique kit, but he's also strong in certain areas of the game, and he's not strong in others, right? He has his unique places where he shines, but he's not universally broken, right? He shines, and he aged like fine wine, honestly, because at this initial release it was mainly like people were like, trying him in Gear 8-1, me too, and in Gear 8-1 he's not like a Khamet, he's not like a Boreas, he's not like a Vierna. He's good, but not that crazy, because he doesn't have that much uptime, because he's just gonna die, and then he has a long respawn timer, right? But he aged like fine wine, because then he can also self-heal himself with this Lunacy Visor as well. Then also it's unique that he can't get healed, right? But you can forego it with Lunacy Visor, which is amazing as well. It gives you so many avenues. And then he, like I said, Arena came in. Like, with Arena, he's amazing in AoE Arena. In the old one he was amazing, in the new one he's still amazing as well. Then in the Codex, Mortal Codex Conqueror boss, he is perfect. And then now with the Gear 8-4 coming in, he's gonna be amazing too for that as well. Of course, not as needed as some other units, but he has his use cases there, and that's what I like about him. He has his strength with his AoE magic damage, but it's not like a Boreas where he is gonna perform everywhere else as well, and he's just gonna clear the entire game. It's just a good design. And now, finished off about why he's such a good design, why he's such a good hero, and my favorite design. Of course, he looks really nice as well, with all the skulls and everything. And I really wanted to do this video a long time ago, but I thought now that he has his banner, is a good time, so I'm doing it now. And the other thing here is also interesting that you should consider, now that we go over the hero himself, a bit of a showcase, is in terms of gear. This is the gear that I'm gonna run on him. Basically a bunch of attack, bunch of crit damage, and ageless wrath set. It's gonna be your best bet pretty much, because it just works well with him. In terms of the other sets, in terms of the early game sets that you could use, there's not much to say. They all work similarly, but they don't work as well as on others. For example, Fracture set doesn't work on him because he's gonna kill himself. Curse set, you might think is good because you get more stacks, right? You get a lot of AoE damage. It's good for AoE units, but it's not what you want on Cerberus, because the curse set applies on the hero's range, and this is his attack range. As you can see, Cerberus Cerberus attack range is not it, right? It is not it. So people have to stand in him, so he gets that bonus. That's about the gear, basically. That's just about the gear. It's not that much to talk about. Ageless Wrath, if you have some, but other than that, just focus as on same stats as the other heroes. And then in terms of artifact, you can go for Lunacy Visor. If you use him in many places, you go for Lunacy Visor. You can also use Eye of Sin in a few places as well, or his own artifact that he has. Unfortunately, I don't have it here, but he also has a really nice unique artifact, by the way. I could show you guys real quick, I think. We go to the Foundry real quick. Foundry, Forge, exclusive Forge. This is his artifact, right? Increases damage when HP drops below, and Water of Decay can inflict poison on targets as well. So it's nice. He has even a exclusive artifact on top of that. So in cases where you can't use Lunacy Visor, you can use his exclusive artifact as well. Increases damage for 0.2 every time HP drops by 1%. So that's 20% by 100%. It's not that much, honestly. Once he's dead, it's 20% increase, and the poison on targets lasting for 5 seconds. It's okay, but at least he has one. At least he has one. Let's check here the AoE damage increase. It is increases 10%, killing enemies grants an extra 5%. Okay. So you can also go for Eye of Sin and Lunacy Visor, depending on what you want. Now, because I'm gonna showcase you him in Gear Rate 1, I'm gonna go for the Eye of Sin here. Now, we're gonna take a look here, and now you could, but also quick tip for you guys. Now this is just a min-max thing for me, and I'm overly cautious with everything, but of course you don't have to. It might even look a bit ridiculous once I show it out to you guys. My Cerberus is not maxed out, right? And there's something interesting to see. I have 33 legendary skill crystals still to be ready to be deployed, and yet I don't deploy them on him now, because the only time once I start deploying skill crystals again is when I need a unit to be stronger to clear certain content that I can't clear. For example, if I will need him for Gear Rate 4, then I will max him out, right? But I also have some other units, for example, Artemis that I haven't maxed out. Maybe I will need to max out Artemis for Gear Rate 4. Or Lasir. Where is Lasir? Maybe I will need to max out him for Gear Rate 4. So this is why I keep these crystals. This is just a side thing that you should know. If you have cleared everything, or if you don't get anything from leveling it up with crystals, why use them, right? Why use them? I only use them when I know I can get something out of it. So there's that. Or maybe I'm gonna use them on Kriya, right? Maybe I'm gonna use them on Kriya. Maybe she's gonna be my unit for the Gear Rate 4 as well, because A1 Kriya, guys. Boom. A1 Kriya is actually quite interesting to see. But yeah, back to Cerberus. Let's now see his burst potential, guys. Let's now see his burst potential. And this is going to be against Khamet. Now, Khamet is our go-to guy in terms of burst, because he has the by far the highest burst window. And we're going to take a look at how much burst our boy Cerberus can get with his ultimate compared to a Khamet. And you're going to see it is a lot. It is a lot. So basically, what we're going to do here is we're going to play Cerberus immediately, and then followed by Dolores. Now we have a A0 Cerberus without a Lord, which is going to be interesting. So A0 without a Lord. Now he already spits his water of decay. Then once he's gonna get hit from enemies, right, he's gonna fall down. We're gonna pop his ult and the Dolores ult. Now you already see his damage is on 30,000. Now he dies. It's on 100k hits. 100k hits are coming in now, and so many of them, as you can see, just after he died, so many of them. Insane AoE, almost one-shotting the wave on his own. And he's not an AoE mage, keep that in mind. He's not an AoE mage. Now let's take a look here. 15 point, so almost 16 million damage without maxed out skills in one burst window. It is way higher than a burst window from anyone else, pretty much. Like Uridin doesn't even get close to it. He doesn't even get close to it with his ultimate. It's crazy. It is crazy. But now let's go and take a look here at Khamet, and we're gonna take Khamet out of the Vierna buff, out of the can I say it, Venoma buff, so he doesn't get the bonus stats, because that wouldn't be fair towards our boy Cerberus, right? And 60 million compared to how much here from Khamet? Let's take a look here. So Khamet, the enemies are coming in. We're waiting for enough enemies to come in. Now we pop and pop. So he deals 190k damage instances with his ultimate. Quite a big significant difference to when I last used it. But of course he just wipes 9 units out there with his ult. But quite a difference when I have Venoma as his lord or not. But let's take a look here. As you can see, Khamet 18.5 million. Of course, Khamet is going to be a bigger force to be reckoned with in such place as Gear Raid 1, because he is a platform unit. He is going to be there for the entire fight. He's not going to die during the fight. But Cerberus can really help you in Gear Raid 1 because you can just deploy him for the first wave, because in my opinion the first wave is extremely hard. And once you got the first wave down together with Cerberus, you're just not going to deploy him until you get to the last wave, because the last and the first wave are the two hardest waves. And then on the last wave you're going to use Cerberus as well, and then he's going to provide you a lot of help for you as well in Gear Raid 1. And of course, as you saw at the example, guys, if you use Cerberus ultimate and Dolores ultimate before he dies, he will get the bonus attack from the Dolores ultimate. If he dies with the bonus attack from Dolores, his damage will be increased. Keep that in mind as well for certain content. Now this was a bit of a different showcase, guys. No, it isn't that much gameplay. It's more about discussion. It's more about also a bit of sending a message to Moonton. If you're listening, this is, in my opinion, a good design. This is what you should base your new heroes off. But yeah, on that note, like I said, he is my favorite design in terms of skill set. What I would like to know is what you guys think is your favorite design, right? It can be anyone. It can be an Upsun, it can be a Clea, it can be an Arrogance. Let me know. I think Lust also has an interesting design with being able to hit her allies as well. But yeah, let me know down in the comments below. Let me know what you think is a good design. What is your favorite hero in the game? Maybe for aesthetics, maybe for kit. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed. I'm Ronaldo. I hope you have all good summoning luck. And if you don't, make sure to subscribe, because it will increase your summoning luck. I'm Ronaldo, and I'm out. Peace!